I want my grave to be just like my grandfather's, simple. And surrounded with goodbyes that hold memories of laughs and cries, along with prayers from faded eyes, and drenched with the satisfaction that he made something of his time, my grandfather was a different person. You could see history in the smile he had, and the dents of his life got him pretty bad. You call them wrinkles. I guess he used to collect them. One for every struggle he survived, inspect them, take the lessons they scream and inject them. One for every friend that died and left him, and some for the wars, where people were forced to line up against walls where they learned silence had a heartbeat. Asked to have a staring contest with concrete feet shuffle. Bullet points, bullet points, bullet points. I try to list everything he went through. And so now I reminisce, but not nearly enough, about the taxi cab driver who taught me lessons I didn't mean to forget. Locked up in the back of my mind in a place I can't detect, I reflect on memories he gave me that I sprinkled on his grave. Tears aren't meant to be that heavy. Doctors said he should have died years back, but Grandpa had his tricks. So he lived his life pretending that he was never sick, but death lingered in his calendar, waiting to choose its pick until finally he was in the backseat of a car, his soul seeping through the cracks, the hospital too far, fear, sweat, and steering wheel intertwined under my uncle's hands. I don't understand where he got the strength to drive as best he can, while that man, his dad, reached the end of his lifespan. I bet that memory is in my uncle's pocket, deep enough for others not to see, but close enough for him to peek at when he needs a dose of reality. I wonder what types of nightmares he must have. Because I've been to the graveyard, and I've seen the stories etched in the eyes of people that he knew who would gracefully sketch images of my grandpa, helping them in one way or another. His book was written in ink of gold, so it's tough for me to close the cover. And as my own pages start to flip to quick, so there are no more words to show, and when death taps at my shoulder telling me I have to go, let them know that I want my grave to be just like my grandfather's, so they look bothered and offer a few words of advice. When you're dead, you can't be a shopper, looking around the market for a grave of your choice. So while you still got breath, while your voltage in your voice, make every step meaningful, because you won't get a second chance. Then glance back at times lost, and grab your future with your hands, and mold it into something you want when it's all said and done. You see, when I'm mixed with dirt like grandfather, like grandson, it'll be too late to ask for a burial the way I think is right, so a question is stapled in my mind, and tombstones make it a bit too tight. It whispers and yells at the same time. What do you want your grave to look like?